So, ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. And on behalf of Roger, Lynn, Rose and I, a very warm welcome on this wonderful occasion. At all family functions where I have been privileged to speak, I've stressed how very precious it is to be surrounded by the people that you have chosen to be with, that you particularly want to be there to share the time with, and indeed this is very much that day. For Rose, Anna, Edward and I, today is both about Emily and Richard's wedding and also about receiving a new son-in-law and his family into our home. We are determined to give Richard's family and friends a proper Yorkshire welcome, and I hope this has been the case so far. I suspected it might.
For those of you that don't know, Emily and I actually met in St Cuthbert's Chapel at Worksop College 5 years, 5 weeks ago today, or 1,860 days. Not that I'm counting. It was the wedding of our friends Mark and Lucy. I was in the Guard of Honour and Emily was singing. I can remember walking into the chapel and sitting down on the pews, looking over to where Emily was sitting. There was something about Emily that stood her apart from the moment I saw her. I can remember sitting down for the wedding breakfast and being nervous when I realised she was sat next to me. It was only later when we were dancing that I got the courage, after several pints of liquid courage, to ask her outside for some air and then kissed her. Emily and I only had a few weeks before I was due to deploy to Afghanistan, but in that time we managed 4 dates. Not too bad, especially one of those was a 10-day holiday in Bali. The time talking on the phone and exchanging handwritten letters gave me an insight into what kind of person Emily was. And by the time I came back, I had fallen for her completely, and the rest, as they say, is history. Emily is the kindest, most generous and selfless person I know. Her positive personality is infectious. She lights up any room she walks into, and never has that been truer than when she walked into the chapel this morning. Seeing you walking down the aisle made me realise how lucky I am to have you in my life. We've had some amazing times and travelled to some of the most beautiful places on the planet together. But the thing that has made all of that special for me is the fact that I've done it with Emily by my side. I've had an amazing 5 years with you, and although there will be times that will challenge us ahead, I can't wait to face the adventures to come together. So please everyone stand and join me in my final toast. To Emily, my best friend, my world, my beautiful bride. To Emily.
I belong in your arms. Finally, I have found a place into which I fit perfectly, safely and securely, with no doubts, no fears, no sadness and no tears. This place is filled with happiness and laughter, yet it is spacious enough to allow me the freedom to move around, to live my life and to be myself. This wonderful place, which I never believed really existed, I have found finally, inside your arms, inside your heart, inside your love.
Presence of God and before this congregation, Richard and Emily have given their consent and made their marriage vows to each other. They have declared their marriage by the joining of hands and by the giving and receiving of rings. I therefore proclaim that they are husband and wife. Those whom God has joined together, let no one put asunder. I think we'll have a round of applause for our